All right. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, my people. It's Mr. Appy with the Neighborhood Show. Also, The Neighbor's Way. We greatly appreciate everybody that's been watching the interviews that I've been producing. I am currently here at Edward Waters University podcast studio, if you see it in the back. More information on that soon, but a project that I'm working on, of course, supporting the students here in form of media. So thankful to have that opportunity. But we are not here for that. We are here to talk about some Michael Jackson action. All right. Michael Jackson MJ Live, Michael Jackson tribute concert is coming to the Florida Theater this Saturday, February 28th, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Please make sure you go to floridatheater.com and grab those tickets. You don't want to miss it. All right. So we're going to bring on our guest for today. Let me make sure I got this correct. Jalles Franca.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
How's it going, good sir?
Doing all right, man. Doing good. How are you?
All is well, all is well. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know we missed each other the first go around, but you know the second time is the charm. We're gonna move that up from the third time. So, but thank you so much for taking time to sit down with us. So, let's get into it. Talk to me about MJ Live. You're the lead in this tribute concert. So, tell me what the people should expect when they come to this show on Saturday.
MJ Live is nothing but a show packed full of action. We do many Michael Jackson songs live. We have a live band. We have dancers, backup dancers. And we do exactly what Michael Jackson, was doing, which is performing live, singing and dancing. None of that fake stuff, man. And song after song, Jackson 5, Want to Be Starting Something, Beat It, Dirty Diana, Billie Jean, and so on, man. It's a show for all ages, from the very young to the very wise, should I say. And you don't want to miss this. It's a show where everybody goes, and I promise you're going to leave there with a big smile on your face.
Very good, very good. So, talk to me how you got into this. Was this something of interest? Is this something that you had to learn to get into? What brought you into being the lead of MJ?
I guess making a long story short, I've been a Michael Jackson fan since I was a little kid. I'm originally from Brazil. I was born and raised in Brazil. I came to America, with that dream, like many immigrants come to America with a dream of a better life.
Mm-hmm.
Again, making a long story short, I worked in nightclubs as a percussionist and dancer. And when Michael passed, I dressed up as Michael Jackson for Halloween because here in Las Vegas, the clubs, they give there's a lot of costume competitions, and they give out a lot of like big prizes, money, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 for first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I dressed up as Michael. Michael passed on, and Halloween came about, and I had two of my friends dressed up as, security guards, really tall guys, 6'2", 6'4", wearing suits, earpiece, holding up the umbrella. And I was walking through the casino, and everybody would literally just turn, right? And I would enter these costume competitions. Again, Michael had just passed. It was like this fever, Michael Jackson fever. And I won actually a lot of costume competitions. From there, again, I did a performance, a birthday here, a wedding there, very small, started very small, just me, no dancers, no band. And then you fast forward, nearly 14 years now with MJ Live, it grew into this amazing family. And we get to perform all over the world, all over the States. Like I said before, we have a ongoing home show here in Las Vegas that performs 6 nights a week at the Harrah's Hotel and Casino. It's been a blessing. It really is. So that's basically, again, summarizing, that's how everything happened.
Nice. And we spoke on this right before we hit record about the 6 days a week as well as traveling, correct, to do shows on the road, correct?
Right. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely enough for the week.
Mm, mm. A
That's
lot
not
of,
bad.
a lot of cardio, a lot of movement, a lot of. So you definitely get your steps in every night, correct?
Oh, and then some, man. I think often people think that touring, because everybody, not everybody, but some people may think that, touring when artists are performing, everyone else, they see the product, the finished product. You see the show built, you see everything already done. But most people don't really realize what it takes to get to that to get to that level. Meaning, the early calls, like right now when we're gonna go to Florida, I gotta be at the airport at 4:20 in the morning, and I have a show the night before, so I literally have to do the show. After the show, I do the meet and greets. We always do a meet and greet, and then I pack all my stuff, get home, make a little food, maybe snooze a little bit. Got to be at the airport at 4:20. Travel to Florida, get there, check in, get some food, wake up in the morning, go to the venue, set everything up, stage, the drums, the cables. I mean, we're a band. Like, I'm not Michael Jackson himself. We everybody pull their own way so we can make it happen as fast as possible. Everybody helps each other out, and again, everybody sees the cake, but a lot of people don't see what it takes to bake that cake. Does it make sense? And it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean, everybody, when you on stage, they looking at the glitz, the glam. Um, rightfully so. They're in the moment to celebrate one of, if not the biggest icons of a lifetime. So
We
people are
gotta
stuck on that part, but I mean the fact that you have to be at the airport at 4:20 in the morning. Most of the people that's coming to see you on Saturday are probably sleep at 4 in the morning. So
Yeah, man. But again, no complaints. We make it happen. I remember before COVID, we used to tour a lot before COVID, and COVID happened. And I used to, kind of complain a little, like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. It's airport, van, hotel, tour. It was becoming very physically demanding. It really was, like not only physically but vocally, and then you go to these really cold states and you gotta sing no matter what, and then I promised myself after COVID, because all the shows in Las Vegas, everything that was not non-essential in Vegas shut down. Everything. I don't know if you remember, but Vegas was just like this ghost town, like it was in a lot of places. But it was really weird to see Las Vegas, the place that never closes, 24/7 open. You wouldn't see a single soul walking down Las Vegas Boulevard. All the casino doors boarded up. It was a scary time for a lot of people. But and obviously, performers, we invest a lot of time, a lot of money. Like a lot of people invest a lot of time and money in their careers, and just like that, we lost everything. We lost our livelihood, and we just didn't know what to do. But then I remember saying to myself, I will never complain, not even a little bit, about work if I get back on the horse again. And by the grace of God, here we are, and I don't complain. I think it's a blessing. It truly is a blessing to be able to do what we do, because many people dream of doing this. Not to say that it's not hard, not to say that it's not challenging, physically, emotionally, but it truly is one of the greatest achievements of my life, to be able to bring joy and love and happiness to families that never got to see Michael Jackson, because he's obviously gone now. The big payday is when you're on stage and you see 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 people literally smiling, tears of joy in their face, singing along, I'll be there. To me, it truly is something out of this world. And again, no matter how difficult it gets, like we talked about earlier, everyone sees the cake baked. We get up the next day and we do everything again. We come back to Vegas. We do it 6 nights a week. Um, it truly is an honor to be able to play Michael Jackson and bring joy and love and happiness to everybody, man. Because life is hard, you know. We're all going through some stuff. So my job for an hour and a half is to make you forget for a little bit of how hard everything is going, and bring joy and happiness to people, man. That is what it's all about, you know.
Definitely, definitely. You answered two of my questions. The how how long it is, and just the honor that you have to represent an icon in this manner. So, um, yeah, and you're right. There is a lot going on in this world to where people just need to be removed from that and be able to enjoy some of the great music. So let me ask this: do you have a favorite song
Man, you
or
know how
a favorite
it gets its
routine that you do?
and it's incredible. You know, Michael Jackson had songs for every mood. You know, I
Everything. Yep.
it's pretty incredible how Michael Jackson can sing, you know, I'll be there and she's out of my life. But then all of a sudden he's got all the chains and the buckles and he's talking about your butt is mine. It just changes suddenly. And the man could sing a phone book, man. To answer your question, man, I mean, I'll give you my top five Michael Jackson. I would say I'm a huge rock and roll fan. I don't know if you can see it back here. We've got that's Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Axl Rose. There's another one over here, but I have a lot of rock and roll stuff like this. I love Beat It. I love Dirty Diana. Uh, one of his songs is something because it's just so funky. You know that drum is just when you see Michael doing that footwork that he obviously learned with Fred Astaire and James Brown. To me, as a kid, I'm like, how do you do that? You know? So Beat It, Dirty Diana, Want to Be Starting Something, Billie Jean, because come on, that moonwalk, man. And Thriller. Thriller, the biggest selling album of all time, Thriller.
Listen, want to be starting something. So I DJ as well.
Oh, nice.
Every time I play want to be starting something, I always start it at the chant at the end of the song, and then I bring it back to the beginning of it. But that chant at the end of the song with just the claps and the trumpet, and then he just, I just like that call and response, man, and I just love that the feel of that. That want to be starting something is, I feel like it's a slept on song. That like, it's a great song, but it's slept on for sure.
I mean, when you play that, the trumpets and the horns, they come in, and the mama say, mama sa, mama kosa, it builds so much intensity and energy. I mean, I've never been to a nightclub where the DJ drops, you know, like you said, "Wanna Be Son" or something, and I don't see people going, "Oh!" And everybody turns into Michael Jackson. It's amazing. You don't have to be a performer, you don't have to be a professional dancer, but you see grown as women, grown as men, just it's awesome. You know, nowadays, think about it. How many artists nowadays still have that impact? It doesn't happen, man. You know, and we're talking about someone who's been gone for years. It's incredible. It's pure magic.
Yeah, I mean, when you think of generational actions, I mean, I remember they had the Michael Jackson game, and my son, and let's see, he was around when well, let me take this back. I know kids that were born way after Michael Jackson's unfortunate passing, and they are still captivated off his music, like for a fact, and obviously because you perform in front of people, so that people that made it came afterwards, or even just the legacy of Michael Jackson just lives on completely, and everybody is tuned in. And you're right, a lot of people do turn into Michael Jackson when a song come on, don't matter which tempo it is or whatever.
It is such a joy to see, man. You see these grown ass guys, you know, in the club. Girl, close your eyes. And it's hilarious. It's like, you know, not because they're not professional, but it's like everybody turns into Michael Jackson. And that's just one of many things that, of the powers that he had, man. You know, I mean, I do a lot of weddings. I'm sure you DJ weddings as well, man. How can you not drop some MJ music? You know, PYT, you know, the way you
PYT.
make it feel.
PYT.
Exactly. Pretty young thing, repeat after. People lose their mind. You know how many cakes I've jumped out of it from a wedding. I do weddings, and then people want me to jump out of the cake, and then just do PYT or rock with you or the way it make me feel, and the dancers come out, and the bride is sitting there, and then we do the whole choreography. People lose their mind, and it's a memory that it'll last a lifetime. That is the power that Michael Jackson had, and it still has, man. Often you get a lot of requests for, as performers, we know, Madonnas and Elvis impersonators, or Prince and Michael Jacksons. And out of the wedding planners that we work with here, all of them pretty much like, dude, we get requests for Michael Jackson's like crazy. We get some Elvis, but Michael, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I agree, because I've done a lot of those weddings. It's crazy, and it's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, when I'm DJing, I like to put on PYT, especially when I want to talk to the ladies. I'm like, let me play something for the ladies, and the ladies they just get very, festive and fun when that PYT come on, because they feel like that Michael Jackson is talking to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Absolutely. Let,
it's
let me ask you this: like, when you're DJing, is there a night that you just don't play Michael?
no, Michael Jackson's definitely going to come on my set every time I DJ.
Because it's one of those things, like, it's not like if you play, people are gonna be like, "Oh man, like, why are you playing that?" I've never been in a club or a party where somebody played Michael, and people didn't flock to the dance floor. People didn't, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and we're talking about various generations too. Like you cut on dancing machine in the club now.
oh, you're
Everybody,
right.
people gonna start dancing. Everybody gonna start. Uh, all the fellas, the fella group, they go all get together and start doing the dance together like the Jackson Five. You got that. You got. Uh, Matter of fact, I did a wedding this past weekend, and I had to play "The Girl Is Mine," and I was like, "Oh, I forgot about like I forgot like briefly about "The Girl Is Mine." So all the generations, Michael Jackson's music can touch any genre with no problem at all. Even the remixes, like I play "You Rock My World" with Jay-Z on the remix, so I'm playing that. Like so, every genre that you can think about, Michael Jackson has he easily has multiple songs that fit that. And so,
Yeah,
for us being musicians, me being a DJ, and as you being the lead of MJ, just captivated, making people fall into those memories again, and it be lifetime memories that they think about is something special.
absolutely, man. Just like I said earlier, like, you make people forget whatever issues, whatever problems they're going through, whether that's a health problem, whether this is a personal financial problem, marital problems. When you're there behind that DJ booth and you have 100, 200, 1,000 people dancing to your beats, I mean, bro, that's you making people feel good through what you're playing, and you're literally are making people breathe a little easier. You're making people have a good time. I'm sure at the end of the night, people are like, bro, thank you, man. That was a great night. I appreciate it. You sounded great. Thanks for playing my jams. You brought me some good memories. Did your job, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. We're that is an amazing thing to accomplish. It really is.
Right. Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right. So, again, well, first off, we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. We're looking for
Thank
Jacksonville is looking forward to enjoying this moment with you, and you bringing the energy with that. So we appreciate that. To my people, please make sure you go grab those tickets. MJ Live, the Michael Jackson tribute concert, February 28th, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Go to floridatheater.com and grab those tickets. Grab those tickets. Grab those tickets. All right. Last question. So the MJ movie is coming out. What do you think about it? Did you see the previews? What do you think about it? Are you going to go check it out?
Yes, I've seen the preview, and I just really hope and pray that obviously we all know there's tons of things out there related to Michael Jackson, because whenever people do something about Michael, most of the times they just see dollar signs. You know, they don't, they try to bank off that man no matter what. And a lot of the crap, excuse me, the garbage that's been out there produced about him, it's been nothing but, as I said, garbage. So I really hope that now, because the family is involved, I would like to think that they're gonna paint this art in a much better way and do Michael Jackson justice, because Michael did not deserve what happened to him. Michael was an angel, a hero, and he was too good for this world. I believe in my heart that all the while he was shielding and protecting the children. I met Michael Jackson twice.
Oh,
And,
okay, okay, okay.
met him twice, way before I was doing MJ Live. Um, I've met a lot of celebrities, a lot of big names, a lot of people that gain a bit of a fame, and instantly they just think they're better than you. And that's no way to treat anyone. But yet, when you meet Michael Jackson, the guy literally shakes your hand, hugs you, looks you in the eye, asks you questions. He was the nicest, the most humble person. I'm not gonna say celebrity person I've ever met in my life. And again, we're talking about Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson was so famous. Put it this way: there is no language, there's no place in this earth, no country, regardless of the language, regardless of the country, that if you say the name Michael Jackson, they don't know who you're talking about. That's how big it was, and that's huge. To be that famous, to have that kind of weight on your shoulders, and yet be so kind, so sweet, so generous, because Michael Jackson gave a lot, not only financially, but he literally paid with his life. To me, is it's incredible, and I try to be. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Michael Jackson. It's like he said in the lyrics in "Man in the Mirror." If you take a look at yourself, make just change it. Take a look at yourself and make a better change. It makes me humble every time I'm in a situation where it calls me to be, mad or yell at somebody, or it's like, no, look, everybody deserves respect. No matter, you don't know what people are going through, man. I don't know. I don't walk in your shoes. I don't know if you had a bad day yesterday. I don't know if you had a bad week. Sometimes people are quiet, don't talk a lot, and instantly people just judge. I learned how to not judge. I learned how to be patient. I learned how to be more kind and respectful, all because of Michael Jackson. And many performers nowadays don't teach you that. If anything, they can care less if you listen to their music or not. They're super entitled. Shit, let's put it that way. There will never be another Michael Jackson in our lifetime or ever. The fact that you and I and many people got to live in the same era, time, where this amazing human being lived, it truly is a blessing. Kids nowadays that are growing up, they don't know. The only way for them to know is by YouTube and watching videos, which is great. Uh, Again, I just learned a lot with Michael, and I think a lot of people should maybe try to live that way, man. And be more loving and respectful towards people, more kind, and don't judge. Don't judge anybody. You don't know what people are going through.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with everything you're saying. I do. I didn't think about it until you spoke on that. Well, when you mentioned about the harmful things that people have portrayed Michael Jackson to be, or whatever narrative that they had. Um, I do hope that the movie definitely illustrates everything that you mentioned regarding Michael Jackson, because I've never met him, but growing up, seeing him as a superhero, or seeing him as an influence, seeing him as a philanthropist, seeing him as a humanitarian, seeing him as an entertainer, um, a creator, all the things. I hope that just really gets illustrated in the movie, and we we honor him, keep honoring him the way that we need to honor him, and that's in a magnificent way because we are always influenced by him in some capacity.
Yeah, we're often very eager and fast to point the finger at everybody else, but we never take accountability. So it's like Michael said, take a look at yourself and make that change. If everybody did that somewhat, the world would instantly heal. No, no, hold on. Let me take a step back. Maybe I was rude. Maybe I didn't say everything I could have said. Maybe I actually, let's look at ourselves. If everybody did that, man, wow, it would be refreshing. You know what I mean? You really would. Um, oh, and I wanted to show you guys this. Hold on, talking about obviously Michael Jackson, something that I'm sure you would love. I have not one, not two, but three. I'm gonna show you real quick. This is a signed. You can see it right here. This is. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Yep.
Gotcha. Sorry. This is an autograph microphone from Michael Jackson from 1988. This is a Sony. They had the silver and the black one. Michael signed right there. So that's one that I actually bought this when he was still alive. That's
Wow.
one. Here's another one right here. I think you would get a good kick out of that. And of course, there's just a little. He also autographed that right there.
Wow.
You can still see the lipstick
Uh-huh.
on the ball. And then the third one right here, I actually bought these when I went to an auction. And there's a third one right there.
Wow.
These are all Sony microphones from 1988, and I purchased them on a I forget the place before he passed, and obviously they're now the mic was gone. It's something that it's gold.
Wow.
Those are microphones that he actually used in the band
Right.
tour.
Right.
So I wanted to share that with everybody because that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? So
Nah, that's very cool.
my friends are like, bro, why don't you use that in the show? I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. It has to be there.
Use it at a show. They crazy. That thing staying in
Thank
the
you.
take it out of no case and nah, that's good. No, that's great, man. That's great. That's some time capsules right there for sure.
Exactly. This is why I had it built in a little thing, and they're like, man, just take it out and plug it in and perform with it, man. I'm like, you're out of your mind. Like you can't do that, man. This stuff, I would never do this. I've thought about it, but I've actually never. I will never do it. Like you can actually see where the microphone ball. You can see the lipstick. I'm like, I can't. No. You have to wear gloves to touch that thing.
Yeah, that's a white glove situation right there for sure.
Exactly.
Well, listen again, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We are definitely looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, February 28th. To my people, please get those tickets, FloydTheater.com. Um, you don't want to miss it. The hour and a half, I know he's going to go through, well, I know the band is going to go through multiple songs of Michael Jackson, and we're just going to relive that moment and sing and be merry for sure.
Right. And sometimes, just real quick, often people say, wow, you didn't play this, you didn't play that, you didn't play this. People have to realize that Michael Jackson's catalog is
Crazy.
we don't have the time, and I don't have the lung capacity or the energy to play not even a third of Michael Jackson's catalog.
Right.
So if you're gonna miss one of your songs, I apologize. But we do a lot of songs. Okay, we do a lot.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, let the people know where they can find you at if they want to. If you want people to follow you and see your upcoming shows, where you're going to be at.
Yeah, man. Our Vegas residency show here in Las Vegas. We're at Harrah's Hotel and Casino. 6 nights a week at sometimes 5:30 p.m., sometimes at 7 o'clock. And then when you can find us there, and also on the road, you can check out our website at mjlive.com and our social media as well. And we'd look to see you at one of our shows, having a good time and singing along.
Indeed. Hey, indeed. Hey, let me close this out real quick. Hold tight. All right. So we just finished having a conversation. about this MJ Live concert. Please make sure you come check out. Shots out, major shots out to Mr. Franca for stepping through and blessing us with some good energy, the things that he like, and I hope you really just going to check out and enjoy it. Okay. All right, so it's the Neighbor's Way, WJCT News with the Neighborhood Show. We greatly appreciate you for tuning in. More to come. All right. Be good to yourselves and be good to others. This is Mr. LP signing off to the top.